Right, good morning guys. We've got through to a meadow section on my railway walk. So I've come off the embankment. The railway line is to my right hand side, but now I've got a big meadow which they've cut. It's all cut now, so it's beautiful, lovely walking. Got my two boys with me. My little Sooty, you can just see in front of me, and the beagle just further on. It's lovely. The sun's out, it's on my back, it's lovely. I've got the hair, got everything. Right, you might notice I've got my choker on, so you know that I've also got a breastplate on, guys. Right, we'll talk about that in a minute. Right, first things first, I've been on my, I'm a little bit later this morning than I normally am because I was eating my breakfast and I was going through my YouTube messages. Now, I did say yesterday, because there was some people made some very rude comments which upset some of my subscribers, and so I warned those people who were putting the messages on that if they carried on doing so, I'd remove the messages, and if they carried on, I'd actually strike them off. Well, I've done that this morning because things hadn't improved. So the subscriber, or us, who are guilty of such crimes have been struck off. So I don't want anybody upsetting my subscribers, and any rude remarks will get removed. So be warned, okay? And I won't keep repeating it, I'll just do it. Right, something else that's been drawn up to my attention. Somebody said to me, how come I can only find you on YouTube? Why aren't you on any other social media sites? Ah, right, there you go. There's a little story there. I have mentioned this once before. I don't do social media. I never have, but I had so many people saying exactly the same thing to me that I tried to go onto YouTube. So I went onto the YouTube site, not YouTube, get it right, Facebook. I went onto the Facebook site to see if I could join up, and you had to fill out the questionnaire, put all your details in, which I did, and I put my girl name in, which I am changing my name to legally, you all know that. So I hit the enter button and it said account locked due to fraudulent activity. I thought, well, what have I possibly done that's fraudulent? The only thing I can think of is that my email address that I put on there didn't tie in with my girl name. That's the only thing I could think about. I had put on there that I was a trans, but it still threw it up as a fraudulent activity account locked. But it did say you could put an appeal in. So I put an appeal in, and it said it was going to take so many days for them to come back. So I went back and looked later on, and the appeal was rejected and I was still banned. So I thought, oh well, that's it, I won't bother. So YouTube it is, guys. I won't do any social media sites. I will stick to YouTube. So you know where to find me. I know how YouTube works, and I've got some fantastic subscribers and I don't want to lose them. So that's why you will only find me on YouTube, because apparently I was carrying out fraudulent activity. And I can only imagine, the only thing I can think of is my name. That's the only thing I can possibly think of, unless you know different, but I won't bother trying anymore. So YouTube it is, and that's the way it's going to stay. Right, that brings me nicely into the next subject. I had somebody, who was it? It was Karen. Now, a lady called Karen, one of my subscribers, sent me a message, and she said she'd like to donate towards my breast cost, the cost of my breasts. She said, you realise how expensive breast augmentation is now. She said, would you accept donations towards this procedure? And I, quite honestly, I hadn't given it any thought at all. I most certainly wouldn't have asked, but she said about setting up a GoFund and attached it to the profile, my profile, and then subscribers could, if they wanted to, make a donation towards my augmentation, my breast augmentation. So I was going to run that one past you guys as well. I'm definitely not asking for money, but it's the way she put it, and I thought, well, I will ask. And she said if I did get it approved, that she'd set it up for me. So I don't know. Let me know what you think about that one, guys. And then that brings me to my breastplates. Now, I bought this about a week ago. I think it was a week ago, yes, about a week ago, just before my holiday started. And I've worn it a couple of times, but nobody had really noticed up until yesterday when I was wearing that dress at Argafen Country Park, or Nature Reserve. And it was a little bit more showy then. And as you can see, it gives you a bounce. They're weighted, they're silicone. They weren't cheap, but it gives the look. But you have to disguise things. You have to disguise. It's a bit like a vest. If I can throw the hair back a little bit, guys. There's a join just here on the shoulder. So if you've got like this, if I can pull this up here, that covers the join. So you can't see that. And also there's a join on the neck. Now the neck originally went right up here, right up to under my chin. And it looked really good, but the only problem was when you moved your head, it all wrinkled up and creased and it looked horrible. You could really see what it was. So I cut it back down to the choker line, my necklace line if you like, and put a necklace on, so that hides it. So there's a join under the necklace, hence why I've got the choker on, and it disguises it. And also if I wear a top like this, or you could probably get away with it with bra straps. Put the bra straps on the join, then you don't see that either. The other join is underneath the breasts, so you would never see that. So that's what I've got. It's a silicone filled, so you can see it's got a bounce to it. They're 34Cs is the size I went for, which is the size I always wear anyway. And I just thought I'd run that one past you now. Now you've seen it a couple of times. You'll have to let me know what you think. I wouldn't normally go around with my breasts hanging out like this. It's just a case of showcasing it for you guys. Usually I've got tops that cover it, but it's the sensation, it's the weight, it's the bounce, it's the feel of it, guys. Really nice. The only thing I'd say I don't particularly like about it is it makes you really hot. I mean really hot. You perspire. That's the best way I can put it. And sometimes you're absolutely wringing wet, and that isn't so pleasant. But at the moment, doing what I'm doing, this is a leisurely walk with my boys in the sunshine. I've got the wind around me. It feels wonderful. It feels really nice. I'm not hot and sweaty. I'm really enjoying this. And I'm talking to you guys, my subscribers. So let me know what you think about this as well. So the breastplate, the GoFund, and also why I didn't go onto any other social media sites, why I'm sticking to YouTube. So that's the main reason for this video that I've put on straight away. I wanted to get that all out of the way and let you guys have a discussion and come back to me with lots of messages if you can. I have been answering some of the messages this morning. I think I got back to about 4 hours this morning, and then I had to get ready to come out, so I didn't have time to do any more. There's loads more on there, guys, but it's just so many messages. I'm trying to answer them all, but it's very, very difficult. Like I said, I need a manager or a personal secretary. And it'd be a full-time job, guys. There's that many messages on there. It's unreal, and it's great. So thank you very much. Right, I'm going to finish this video, and then we'll start taking some normal ones. Okay, guys? Right, bye-bye.